These are his seats. I get a text from him, I give him a date. Oh, I can't make it. You know, I'm going down to, where's Padre Island for spring break. I said, dude, you're 70, and that little old you know, you're just a tad. Yeah, well, okay, whatever floats your boat there. You're living the best years of his life, he said. Anyway, that's why those aren't there. But anyway, I want to welcome everybody for coming. Nero Divergent Advocates of East Texas. I think if I can ever come up with a charity, though, I'm just going to call it HELP. What do y'all do?
Help.
What are y'all about?
Help.
Yeah, I'm thinking, so what's the acronym for HELP? Having everyone love people. Anyway, I know they have an initial for it, but I was like, wow, it's going to be hard to say. But I practiced it all like 2 weeks. Kept calling it Negro, and so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. I know some people came a lot of ways to come here. I want to thank one in particular person that really helped me out. I called her, I told her I was going to do this, and she goes, what do I need to do? I'm like, well, I didn't ask you. I'm doing it. I'm taking over. I was like, okay, Amanda, go for it. So she did. If it wasn't for her, you know, I'd probably been still trying to Facebook something. She figured out how to get to all the sites, and I go, what did I do? Daddy, I keep telling you how to do that. I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate her. She helped me out. And Steve, I went to Steve back in January. I said, I'm thinking about having this big comedy fest. And he said, okay, I'm in. I'm like, cool. I'm like, thanks, Steve. So he totally donated the space. He's a good guy. But look, if you guys are looking for something to do on a Friday or Saturday night, especially Saturday night, he does improv here. That dude is funny. You have not lived and you've heard his Bigfoot song. I'm tearing up just thinking about it. He is good. It's funny. So when you're sitting around, what are we going to do, honey? We could go throw the axes. Remember we throw the axes? You go see a movie. No, ain't nothing ever out. You can go bowling. No, you just end up ordering pitchers of beer by about 8 o'clock. And why did we do this? You want another pitcher? Yeah. Your bill comes. It's like $300. Golly. So anyway, or you could go here. I heard my son was telling me about this new one. It's called Escape Room. And I said, how does that work, son? He said, well, Mom, you guys can go, and they put you in this room, and they lock the door. Sounds a little kinky to me. No, you know, they give you clues on how to get out. So let me understand this. Me and your mother are going to try to work our way out of a room that's locked within, 60 minutes? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
And what happens when you get out? We'll never get out. I don't know why I'm asking. She's going to be going, we're supposed to, would you listen to me? So you get locked in this room, you're trying to get out, and when you get out, you actually win a prize or get your picture taken?
You get a picture.
You leave here on a Saturday night, you're laughing all the way out to the car, you get in the car, you're laughing, the next day you wake up, you look at your wife, and you're just, remember when they, I know, and then you're doing it all week. So please come out, please support Steve. He's a good guy, he's got a really nice club here, so please come out and see him. If you have never been, how many people have never been here? I'm stealing his part here. Okay. That's not too bad, Steve. That's not bad.
Where is?
But anyway, come back. You people had come back, and he wants to know where the hell you guys have been that haven't been here. So I'm telling you, it's a fun thing. I see cousin Janet's in the house. She came all the way from Mendon, Louisiana. I know. She came out here to see me.
Cheer louder.
What's that?
If you knew her, you'd cheer louder.
Oh, yes, she would. She's come all the way from Mendon, and she's going back tonight. And I go, you're crazy. Yeah. She goes, what do you got to go back tonight? I got to go for a shoot. Got to shoot something. It's not everybody I know. Anyway, so she's going back. Cousin Janet, just like Amanda said, it's always fun when Cousin Janet comes to town or when we do something. I remember my wife used to talk about, I can't wait to go to Louisiana. I can't wait for you to go to Louisiana. It's so much fun. I said, well, what kind of things happen there? Oh, I can't tell you. What happens in Louisiana stays in Louisiana. I said, okay. She kept telling me, well, I will tell you, we get to eat chicken in the bed. I said, that doesn't sound very hygienic. She said, well, yeah, you do. It's fine. I said, well, there's all kind of crumble. How do you do that? Yeah, there's other things to do. I'm like, okay. So anyway, we decided, she decided she was pregnant with my middle son, Adam. And we got in the car. She said she was to go take this trip, this road trip. And I said, when do you want to go? And she said, right now. And I said, that's very unlike you, because usually she wants to know like 2 days ahead before we go to the grocery store. She wants to plan. So I'm like, okay, we'll go. So we load up her 1986 Oldsmobile Caliente. This thing was a boat. It was huge. It was sweet, though. It had a moonroof, leather seats, a V8 engine, boom, boom. So we know that it was nice. Problem was, it got 5 miles to the gallon. Every hour we were pulling over to get gas. So anyway, we load up the car, we throw in the little kid, throw her in the back, give her Care Bears and her comic books and her coloring books, and hoping that's going to take care of it. And we weren't 5 minutes into the ride, and this is how it began. Daddy, when are we going to get there? I said, I told you, this is about a 3.5-hour drive. Okay. Daddy. You think those people are going to Louisiana? No, oh, wait a minute, they pulled off. No, they're not going to Louisiana. Daddy, this is for John and Don. They want to know, like, why did God make cockroaches? I'm with you on that one. I'll ask him if I see him. Daddy, how many stars do you think are up there? I don't know. Why would you think I would know these things? Because you're smart. I said, no, I'm not. She didn't buy it. She just, Daddy, this went on for 10 minutes. She finally said, Daddy, what are you going to say to God when you see him? I'm going to say, you're going to see him in a minute if you don't shut up. It's God. So there was a little pause, and then it was, Daddy. I thought we went over this. I got to go to the bathroom. I said, I told you to go before we left. That was number 1. This is number 2. Okay, so we pull over. A local 7-Eleven, I think by then, if anybody's aware of Dallas, we got outside like 40. So we were outside 40, and we finally go, we get there, my wife says, I'll take her. I'm like, well, yeah, you're going to take her. I'm going to take her. So she takes her in there, and she comes back out, sits back in the car, and my wife goes, false alarm. Another 15 minutes, she's going to be asking again. And I look back, and Amanda's out like a light. And she had her little Care Bears, had her little blankie. She's doing, I go, what? Oh, you purple mediciner. We didn't have melatonin in our day. So, yeah, we drug our kid. She's okay, she's here today. Yeah, she was out like a light, purple medicine, yeah. So I high-fived my wife, and we got back in the car. We got back on the road. It was much quieter. This was the first time I'd ever been outside of Dallas, so this was a long journey for me as well. So we got about an hour into it, and she's holding the map, and it's a map is a thing that you fold out, Sam, you can look at it, you didn't want anything, and you'd have to look at it, and then fold it back, which was a real fun. Anyway, so where she's looking at the map, oh, we're outside of Tyler. Oh my God, we halfway? No, we're not halfway to Gibbsland. I said, oh, great. So we get back in, we're going down the road, we had to stop and get gas, like I said, about every hour. And we're back on the road, and it's going, and I finally go, okay, where are we now? We're outside of Longview. We're going to get there, so you will know when you get to Louisiana, okay? You will know. Okay. So I was like, okay. So we're going, and then I looked at you, you asked me one more time, you're getting the purple medicine. I see. I'm just comatose back here, so I'm good. So we're back in the car, and we're driving, and then finally I feel, I'm like, what's that? What's happening? Oh, we had a flat tire. Oh, crap. Oh, she goes, no, we're in Louisiana now. What? We're in Louisiana. How long is this going to last? Until we get back to Texas. Oh, gives them about 12:30. And Janet comes out and greets me, gives me a big hug like she's known me for years, as always. Oh, Thomas, I've heard so much about you. I ain't eating chicken in the bed. No way. She goes, you want a grilled cheese sandwich? Oh, what am I, 6? Yeah, I'll have a grilled cheese sandwich. So she makes it, oh, it's the wonderful grilled cheese because she put like half a stick of butter on one side. That was before she was a doctor. So she made me the greatest grilled cheese sandwich ever. And then the next morning we got up for the family fish fry. Woo! That's fun. Everybody, food, as long as you can see, everybody's eating till they pass out. It's just fun. And then afterwards, we went to a place called, we were talking about the Dairy Queen. I mean, not Dairy Queen, the Daiquiri Queen. This is a cool place, folks. I don't know if you've ever been. You pull in, you order like a strawberry daiquiri. They hand you a cup with a lid, but they put a little thing on the straw because they have open container law. Well, as long as that straw's covered, you're good. Then you just flick the straw. You literally can suck that down, drive around the parking lot. I want a pina colada now. They hand you a pina colada. I mean, drinking and driving, what could go wrong? You got the road, you're going to wake up. So I'm so glad. Cousin Janet, she will give you her address and you come out and see her. Thank you, Janet. Thank you for coming all this way. I appreciate it. Hey, anybody in here grow up with odd parents?
Right here!
Yours weren't odd, they were just colorful. Maybe your mother. Anybody else? Anybody else had odd parents?
Absolutely.
Come on. Oh, yeah.
That's like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know about you. I know you did.
All your kids raise their hands.
Only my parents? That's true. Nobody else had odd parents? Y'all had good parents? Oh, like, let's pretend you had odd parents. I mean, yeah, okay, Sam. Let's go with Sam. I know you didn't. Because you're.
Oh, I had odd parents.
Oh, you had? Well, then what? Well, let's compare. Shall we?
Okay.
So let's compare. My mother, good mom, really good. You know, she taught daycare for like 20 years. And really good mom. She all our functions, she always put us before her. So how much can you ask for your mom? The only thing is, I found out about my mom, she loved children. Didn't really care for the adults. Doesn't like people.
Still doesn't like people.
And I'll prove of this. Her 50th wedding anniversary. I said, Mom, you've been married to that whole guy over there for 50 years. We're going to throw you a party. Those people going to be there? I said, yeah, Mom, that's kind of the part, it's party, have people there. I think I'm good. I said, Mom, you got to celebrate 50 years. Come on. You got to celebrate that. No, I think I'm good. She says, you can have that party, but I'm not going to be there. I said, well, that's not going to work, Mom. Hey, welcome to Mom and Dad's 50th anniversary. Sorry my mom doesn't like any of you, so that's why she's not here. But really, the big, now that's a character, right? That's an odd character. But the big character was my old man. He was king of characters. My mother, like I said, was very involved in all of our stuff. And it's like PTA, so I like a lot of you moms. PTA, football, baseball, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, church. And they had a lot of bake sales back then. I don't know if they do that anymore now. But they had a lot of bake sales. So Mom would always bake this really good pies and cream puffs and cookies. And then she'd shrink wrap them like, do not touch. So we never got the good stuff, which really pissed my old man off. He'd go, holy crap, Susan, we never get the good stuff. Why isn't the church always gets the good stuff? It's Jesus, Tom, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. So one time she makes this beautiful German chocolate cake. And my father loved German chocolate. He used to ask it for his birthday. He said, can you make a German chocolate cake like Mom used to make? And she'd make it, and he'd coat it and eat it. Oh, that's good, Susan. It's not as good as Mom's, but it's good. Oh. Yeah. So, she kept doing it. I don't know why. So one time, I think she may have done it just to mess with him. She makes this beautiful, probably her best looking cake I've ever seen. And she puts it in the refrigerator and puts it in the cake holder, writes on there, do not touch, especially you. And she knew who it was. And he opened the door and goes, oh, where's your mother? I said, she went up to the store. She said she'll be gone a while. Okie dokie. Next day, my mother takes this beautiful cake, puts it in the bake sale. She's all proud of it. She opens up the cake, and the cake implodes on itself. And she knew who did it. He had somehow eaten the inside of the cake. He ate the inside of the cake and somehow was able to put it all back together. And she took it up, let her take it up there. I remember her coming home, running through the front door. Tom! And my dad running out the back door. Been nice knowing you boys. Somehow they made it. It's still not allowed to be allowed to mention it. So, you know. So yeah, the old man, he used to do the thing he used to do is he used to go to work, and every time he'd come home to work, he'd take a shower after he got off. And he would come into the living room and air dry. It was not a good sight as you walked in the front door, Dad in all his glory. So one time he comes home, does the same thing, comes in the living room, puts it on the top of the bathroom. I'm in the living room and he goes, hey bud. I said, hey Dad. He says, how's it going? I said, I don't know, but Katie's Girl Scout trip's in the next room. Yeah, my mother came in, holy crap, come on, there's a whole bunch of Girl Scouts in there. I didn't know. Maybe you shouldn't air dry in the living room. So, that's my dad, you know? Matter I don't know about y'all, but your relationship changes with your parents as you get older. Just to let y'all know that, you know, as your kids, you know, they're no longer your kids. You know, they used to be, when I was growing up, there were just these people that yelled at me and told me to do my homework, clean up my room, eat my peas, because of course kids in China would love my peas. So they get in there and they eat, you know, they tell me, now our relationship has changed. And you start finding out things about them you really don't want to know. Like my dad telling me the night I was conceived. I think I could have gone my whole life without that. Because it was very detailed. Anyway, hey, you guys have been great. I'm going to bring up our next comic. Thank you. Coming to the mic next. The man himself, the owner of this beautiful establishment, decorated by his wife, thank God. See how he dresses. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steve Hargrave.